This is Master Alex. So nice to see you guys here. We're still in the pandemic season, but we hope that will be end really soon. But at this time, please still we need to protect ourselves. So do whatever you can to get you and yourself, your family protected. And this is about me. I'm a Feng Shui master for a long time. This is some of my information. I'm originally from Hong Kong, but right now I stay here. So you can see I have a lot of those pictures from Hong Kong, video show, TV program. Those are free magazine. I write those Feng Shui articles to them. And then different classes, talk, different seminar, activity. And then this is the class here, so you can see it. And this year is quite special because, okay, this is my first Feng Shui book. This is in Chinese version. And I'm going to ask somebody to help me to translate it right now. So it takes some time to do that. But we have a brand new Feng Shui book. We call it the Practical Feng Shui 101. You guys can go to Amazon, go to Kindle to find it. It's an electronic version, so you can go get it. So it's cover all those basic stuff for commercial and residential Feng Shui for nowadays. So it's a good book. You can go there, take a look. And then this is the apps. You can go to Google Play or Apple Store to download it. It's talking about your cell phone number. Before we want to know something about you, we need to read your face, read your palm, date of birth, something like that. But by your cell phone number, we know some of your secret. We know something about you, your health, marriage, money, fortune, friendship, reputation, something like that. We can have some indication from your cell phone number. There's some indication. You can check it out over there. And this is a good question. Hey, what is the Feng Shui? Actually, Feng Shui is like a term that includes lots of things. For example, like the exterior design, the interior design, the landscape design, and more important, we have a different family member in the house. So for each of them, their room, how to manage it, which direction for their bed should be placed, and what is the color, tone, and then what was the special for individual family member, that we will handle it in the traditional Feng Shui concept. So we call it the energy management. So if we can do it good, we can improve a lot of things. For example, like your money, fortune, health, career, relationship, intimacy, learning ability, reputation, something like that. So this is something cool. You can go check it out. And then right now we are still in the pandemic season. Lots of people is suffering. So there's still we have some prediction, some hints for you guys. Okay, this is really, really traditional. We come from two terms. The one is we call it the heavenly stem, and then the other is the earthly branches. Together is a 60 different combination for a cycle. So every 60 years, there will be a cycle. And this year is called the year of the ox, and the heavenly stem is a metal. And this metal is different from last year. Last year, the metal is like strong one, bulky one, like a weapon, sword, axe, or whatever that can get somebody to get hurt. And this year there's some different. This year this metal is like a precise metal, like a gold, silver, like a platinum, something like that. This is a precise metal with a huge market value. And then the earthly branch, the low part is ox. The ox is also called the soil. But this soil is born from the winter time. So it's like a winter soil. So you can imagine that lots of snow cover all the floor. But we have some precise metal on top. So it means that some of the people, if you're lucky, if you have work really hard, maybe you can take some gold or get some precise metal out from the ground, from the floor. But for other people, you still need to work hard because this year we are getting better, but it takes some time to do that. And this is a really, really traditional prediction. I'm sorry, this is in a Chinese version, but I will explain it in English so you can understand. This is the original version. Last year, we also used this book to predict that, hey, there's a something happen, something not really good happen. So we mentioned last year. And this year, we are keep going to do that. So you can see that this year, this prediction is that we still have the diseases issue. There's still have the pandemic. The COVID-19 will not just gone, but we are getting much better and better. And the economy is start to recover, and then the people will have a more from time to time is starting get back to the normal life. But we still have other issues coming that I'm going to share with you later on. So this is the prediction here. And for us, we have to be careful for certain things for this year. These 3 months, May, June, and July, we have to be extremely careful because something will happen in these 3 months. But after that, things will getting much better. But just these 3 months, May, June, and July, we have to be extra careful, especially when your zodiac is like an ox, a goat, dog, something like that. You need to be more careful to for your daily life. Okay, for these 3 years, there's some prediction we can understand. We have a more virus is coming. It's not just the mutation for the COVID-19, it's another type of virus. So be prepared for that. There's something new virus is coming. And unfortunately, those viruses not come from the natural. So this is really sad. And there will be more serious natural and climate disaster for this few years. So you need to make sure you have your own insurance to cover all those risks. So it's good for you, good for your house. And then because right now it's March, so we want to mention some zodiac luck for everybody, so you have a more idea. And this time we try to go through more detail, so we'll discuss each of the zodiac, so you have a more idea. Okay, again, this is the Feng Shui calendar for this year. If you want, you can email me or text me. I can send to you. So this is all about 2021. So again, we start from the west first. So this year we have let me share with you some general idea first. This year, snake is pretty good this year. Rooster is pretty good this year. West is not bad this year too. And this year, gold needs to suffer a lot. So lots of ups and downs, lots of unstable thing will happen. So just hang on. Anything, just call this number. I will help you out. Ox, horse, dog, and dragon is also not really smooth this year. But we'll go through each of them in detail. Okay, let's start from the first one, the red. So if you're born in 24, 1936, 48, 60, 72, 94, 1996, 2008, 2020, your zodiac is a red. But you know that the red, there's some different. You see there's a wood, there's a earth, a metal, water, fire. There's we call it the 5 element for different words. So different year like a 60 and 72, they're different. So, but we don't have the time to go through too much detail, but just I want to let you know that we have a 5 element here. And this 5 element actually is really close to us. It represents the change of the weather, the seasonal changing. Like a springtime, we use the wood to represent for the springtime. And then for summertime, it's hot, so we use the fire to represent the summertime. And then wintertime is cold, so we use the water to represent the wintertime. And autumn we use tomato to represent, because it's try to prepare to cut the leaf, try to prepare for the winter time. So there's some different. And earth is in between different season. So from spring to summer, in between is the earth element. So, and from summer to autumn, in between is also earth element. From from autumn to winter, from winter to spring, in between is also earth element. So the traditional 3, 6, 9, 12 month of traditional Oriental calendar is belong to the earth element. So this is there's some different. And for the West, so if you are born in those year, your zodiac is a West. But we have to understand this. So for the West and for all zodiac, we need to know the cutoff for the Chinese calendar is for the March, for February. This year is February 3rd. Normally it's February 4th or 5th or 3rd, something like that. Just this 3 days is the cutoff. So for example, if the baby was born in 2020, last year, it's like 2020, but before before February, let's say January 2020, so the zodiac is not West, it's the previous year, it's a pig. After February, the zodiac is a West, so we know that February is the cutoff. So if you are born in those years, your zodiac is a West. So for the West, that's we call it the congenital advantage for West. So if you born it, you have this kind of a characteristic. So it's pretty amazing. The first of all, for West, if you're West, you're smart. You can imagine that there's a 12 zodiac, and West is the smallest animal in among all those 12 zodiac. So the size is smallest, but it goes to the first place. Why? Because West is really smart. They can West can use his wisdom, his smart ideas, smart mind to fight for good place. So as West is born to be a smart. And then West is also is so warm. It's a kind and friendly. West will be friendly to all the people surrounding him or her. And then West is also have a kind, a warm heart. It's not bad. It's a family oriented. And West is also so attentive, so so precise. West is also hardworking. So you can see that if you are hardworking, even though you are not smart, then you can have a good result. You can make a good fortune. And for West, is hardworking plus smart, so it's pretty good. So for West, there's some we call congenital advantage. It's like a success advantage for West. And West is also so adaptive to different situation, to different environment. So this is something good for a West. In the meantime, we also have some congenital disadvantage for West. So it's really normal. So if you're West, you're born to have some disadvantage characteristic, but from time when you go up, when you learn more, go to school, when you go to work, so you learn more, you have more experience, you can overcome that one. But this is like a congenital. When you're born, you have this one. So the first one is West is so suspicious. It's really not good for, let's say, for your spouse, for your partner, because let's say your husband or wife, he's got silence, got missing like for 2 hours. So you start to suspect, hey, where did he going? Where did she going? Why I can't find them in this 2 hour? What happened? So you think a lot. Sometimes you think too much, there will be a pressure to you, and then there's also some pressure to your spouse, to your partner. Also, a West is have some timid characteristic, because the size, you can imagine West is a really small in size, and in this cruel world, lots of predator, huge in size. So a rat need to survive. He need to have a be, 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 be careful for his daily life. So from time to time, there's some timid characteristic for rats. It's normal. And also the people will say that, hey, a rat is a short-sighted. Actually, the reason for that one is because a rat want to handle the current, the existing situation first before deal with other issue plan for the future. So there will be some misunderstanding to a rat. Okay, this year, the top one, the red one, is a good lucky star. The bottom one is some like a bad luck star. So this year actually is pretty good for reds because the reds and ox is they're good partner together. And last year, because the year of the red, so for red itself, too much ups and down, too much thing change, too much thing unstable. So when go to 2021, first, all the things change. All the luck is come back. So you can see there's a huge difference for the fortune, for the luck for red, because last year is not really stable, but this year is good. And the second one is 文昌 is good for study, it's good for promotion. If you're doing like a paperwork or administration work, this is pretty cool for you. And the bottom one is we have to be careful for the first one, this being painful. It means that this is a start of a sickness. So you will easily get a cold, get sick because of this start. So you have to take care of yourself. So this year, there's some suggestion for you. You should do this year, then it's good for you. If you have something you want to do it for a long time, if you have a plan, if even though you have a dream, I suggest you, why don't you make some plan and execute it and then make it come true this year, because this year is not bad for you. And then a monkey is also pretty good for this year. So if you want to have a better luck and if you want to have a partner to help you out, to take care of you, so find a monkey, then you can form a good team together. And then something you should not do this year. First of all, even though you get the vaccine, but the pandemic, the COVID is still here. So I highly suggest you don't take your mask off, even though you got vaccinated, because this year the start of a sickness is in charge. It will affect you. So make sure you stay healthy, and then protect yourself, keep all those personal hygiene. And then be careful for this 2 months, March and June is not really good for you. March is actually right now. So be careful for this 2 months. It's not really stable, but for the rest of the year is pretty good, because this year is pretty good for red. Okay, the next one we are going to mention is the ox. So this year is the year of the ox. So you can imagine that this year is not pretty good for ox. Ox, there's a ups and downs, so much challenge, especially in career, in your job, in money fortune, so much challenge will happen. So if you are ox, so those years belong to an ox, but there's some different, like a wood ox. If you are born in 1925, 61, you're metal ox, 97, you're fire ox. There's some different, but we don't have time to go through all those details. We just want to give you the most important, the most crucial one. Let's say if you have an ox, there's some we call congenital advantage for you. When you're born it, you have that kind of a good characteristic born with you. So the first of all, if you're an ox, you're born to be loyal. So if your husband, your wife, your partner is an ox, I need to say congratulations to you, because they're so honest to the family, to the relationship. So this is something good. Loyalty is something good. And we know that ox is also hardworking. So if you're hardworking, even though you're not smart, lots of good things will happen, lots of opportunity will happen. You will be more prepared for the change, more prepared for the future. So this is something good. And also, is you're honest, you're loyal and honest. They come together. So this is some good characteristic for an OS. And OS is also reliable. If you got something important, something you need someone to take care of, you need someone to help you to handle it, find OS. Uh, he, when he promised you to do it, he will do it. So this is some reliability is something good advantage for an OS. And OS is also have really strong sense of justice. So if he see or she see anything wrong, so he will stand up and point out that, hey, something's wrong. We can't stand for it. So we need to do something to stop it. So this is some good characteristic for an OS. Okay, there's some congenital disadvantage too for an OS. So the first of all is Ox got a really strong, stubborn feeling to the people because when an ox decide to do certain things, he make his plan, he and make his target, then he'll do it no matter how tough, no matter what's the difficulty he will face, he will try all his best to do it. So sometimes people will think it's a stubborn. And ours is also a more or less more subjective when they deal with the different tasks, especially for the people's issue, for the friendship, family issue, is more subjective characteristic will show up. So, and also he has his own point of view. So if you want to change his point of view, it's pretty tough to do that because Oz have a really strong sense of that one, of strong sense of what he like, what he don't like, what he think is like a valuable, is good to him, and what item is he cannot stand for, stand with. So this is a pretty clear for an Oz. And us because he's loyal and honest. So when he treat you as a friend or partner, he will just open his heart and do whatever he can to help you out. So when us face like a broken relationship, his heart will broken, and it take a long time for an us to recover for that mental damage. So it's pretty tough for an os. Okay, this year we can see that this two is a good luck start for an os. The first one is we call the Hua Koi. It's a some is concerning some kind of art, some kind of like a talent. It's good for an os. So there's some talents, some hidden talents you can show up, you can show it, you can just fulfill yourself, be yourself. But this start will also make you like have a like a really lonely, like have a keep a distance from you with from you to other people. So this is not really good. This Shui guy is a good start. The Tai Shui master will in somehow take care of you, so it's not too bad. The bottom is the bad luck start. It's not pretty good, especially when you're driving or when you do some handiwork. Make sure you don't get hurt. Okay, something you should do this year if you are an ox. The first of all, when you drive, make sure you drive really safe. You have your own insurance to cover anything unexpected happen to protect yourself. So especially when you drive on, like let's say this springtime is with rain, you have to be the floor is slippery. Make sure you drive really safe. Don't have any accident. And this year is not really stable. It's not really good for an ox. So it's better for you to find some good partner to help you out. Let's say rat, snake, Worcester. They are those three so they are pretty good this year. So go find them, and then you need some help. Ask them to help you out. Then it's good for you. And it's the same. If you want to have a good luck, better luck, the best thing is you do more charity. You contribute more to your community, to the society. So in return, something good will come back. So it's good for you for a long run. So something you should not do this year for an ox. The first of all, I know that Bitcoin is going crazy, but even though you have extra money, let's say your 1400 is coming, I highly suggest you when you want to buy a Bitcoin, you have to think twice before you do it, because this year is not really good for investment for an ox. You will easily gets some damage or some losing, because this year is not a good timing for you. And if you want to travel, make sure don't travel too much, especially in this pandemic season. And there's one direction is not really good for you, is the east, because the east, there's a fee killings is going to the east. Later on, we are going to discuss more about the Feng Shui, so you can have a more understanding for different direction. And this year, make sure you take extra care, be careful for July and October. This 2 months is not really stable for you, especially July. It's too much challenge, too much things will happen. Okay, the next one is a tiger. So if you're born in this year, your zodiac is the tiger. And tiger, there's something good, something we call congenital advantage for a tiger. The first of all, if you're a tiger, you're born to be a brave. You are not a timid guy. So you're born with that one. You have a confidence. You anything you think is a valuable, is good for you to do it, you will do it. You have the brave to take the risk. So this is some success characteristics, success base for you. And it go with number one, the item number one, brave and risk taking. So for tiger, you don't mind to take a calculated risk, even though maybe you can lose some money or lose some opportunity, but it's good for you to make a step and go ahead to do it. So this is something for tiger. And also tiger is generous, have this generous characteristic. So if he treat you as a friend or a good partner, he'll do a lot of things for you. Buy you lunch, buy you dinner. He don't mind to spend money on you. And tiger is also have a helpful characteristic. So when you need some help, go find tiger. He'll help you out. He'll give you a good hand. And tiger is also have a strong confidence. So he will, when he decide to do that, do something, he will do it. Okay, there's some we call the congenital disadvantage for a tiger. So what's that? The first of all, a tiger is not really stable in terms of the emotion. So for the EQ, a tiger need to enhance it. So the emotional is not really stable. So the idea is don't piss him off, don't let him get mad. So when he lost his mind, he lost control, and then he will hurt the relationship. And tiger is also strong, want to dominate the relationship, want to dominate the meeting, or whatever. You stay with a tiger, he want to run the show. So you have to let the tiger to do that. But as a tiger, you know that you have this characteristic. So you will create some pressure to your family, to your friend. So you need to understand that. And a tiger is also have a hot temper, so you need to control it. to make you calm, really, really calm down. Don't hurt the relationship. Don't make yourself lose your mind. Okay, this year is pretty good for a tiger this year. You see that there's a 4 good luck start. The third one is pretty good. The third one is a Hong Moon. It's we call the start of the true love. If you are single, it's good for you to find your better half this year, because this good this start of the love will take care of you this year. And there's another 3 good luck start: 太阳、天空 and 天意. This 3 star is help you to have some good people come to your life. So whenever you need something, so they will show up and give you a hand and help you out. So this year is not bad for you. So something you should do this year. The first of all, if you are single, it's good for you to find your true love this year. You have a better chance to find your better half this year. And it's also good for you because this year is good for you. You can start something new. Let's say to learn some new skill, or learn to get a certificate, or even you have want to start a freelance, or start your business. This year is not bad, so you can consider to do it this year. Also, it's good for you to help others, especially someone in need. Let's say goats and ox, they need some help this year. So if your friend is need some help, you can give them a hand to help them out, because it's also good for you, because later on they will return the good favor to you. Because next year 2022 is the year of the tiger, so next year there will be some challenge for you. So to prepare for it, you need to do more good thing, help more good people, so when you're in need, they will give you a hand. And something you should not do this year: don't go gambling. A lot of tiger, they like gambling, whether they go to casino, or they gambling in the stock market, or in the currency exchange market. Sometimes you can make a good fortune, but this year, make sure you take the calculated risk. Go for gambling, and it's not recommended for you. And don't spend too much. Don't spend all your saving. You have the money fortune is not bad this year for tiger, but you need to prepare for next year 2022. There will be ups and downs for you, so prepare for it. Save some money. Don't spend too much. Okay, and the next one is a rabbit. So if you are born in those years, your zodiac is a rabbit. So a rabbit was the congenital advantage. First of all, a rabbit is have a patient characteristic. So if you want to talk to somebody, if you want someone to listen to you, to give you some advice, go talk to rabbit. They have a patient. They're patient enough to hear your whole story and then give you some advice. So a rabbit is not bad. And then rabbit is also have a good people skill. So in terms of the friendship, rabbit can maintain a really, really good friendship with lots of people. So this is something good for rabbit. And also gentle, with a warm, nice, gentle heart. Take care of all those minor things, all those in all round to take care of you. It's not bad. And also, rabbit is also have an optimistic characteristic. So that's why people like to talk to a rabbit, because they're patient. They want to hear your whole story. They don't want to interrupt you and then let you express all your feeling. And then they also can give you some optimistic, give you some hope, give you some positive energy. And also, rabbit also have a kind heart, compassionate. So it's not bad if you have a rabbit in your family. They will show this good characteristic. So in the meantime, there is some congenital disadvantage for a rabbit. So here we go. The first of all is, even though a rabbit, he's a yes man, what you ask for, what you are saying, they agree and they say yes. But you know that inside, in the bottom of their hearts, they have this stubborn characteristic. So they won't change the core value. They won't change it. Just for verbally, they will say yes, they will agree. But in the bottom of their hearts, they have their own value. So it's pretty tough for you to change it, to move it. The second thing is, for rabbit, you have a universal love. So it's good for the friendship, it's good for the family too. But sometimes your friend may be misunderstanding, may get it wrong for this universal love. And there's some embarrassing may happen. So this is something you need to understand. And escapism. So a rabbit needs to learn how to deal with, how to face the difficulty, how to face the pressure, not just always escape from the real life. So this is a rabbit should learn. And this year is pretty funny. Last year is the same. Last year, 2020, is not really smooth for a rabbit. And this year, things will get better. But again, because there's no lucky star in charge, so that will be some ups and downs, some challenge this year, especially if you don't have some lucky star in charge, all those bad luck star will show their damage to your daily life. So something you should do this year if you're rabbit, be more patient. I know that you're patient enough, but just be more patient. Hang on this year, because this year still is not pretty good, but it's better than last year. But you still need to be patient, because your year is the good timing is coming, but it's not this year, it's next year. If you need to find some help, go find a pig, because pig and rabbit, they're a good team together. And pig is not bad this year. So if you need anything, go find pig. They will help you out, give you a hand. And if you have your religion, no matter whether you're Christian or Catholic or whatever, just practice your religion, or even you believe in Buddhist, it's totally fine, no problem. Just practice your religion. Your religion will help you a lot, especially when you have a tough time. Okay, something you should not do this year. First of all, it's not a good idea to change to a new job or to start a brand new business. Or even though you want to expand your business, this year is not a good year to do that. Maybe you need to think twice, because this year will have a lot of challenge to you. Also, be careful for September this year. September is because September is the month of Worcester, is always against rabbit. So during the September, you need to be more patient, more careful. Okay, the next one, dragon. Dragon is pretty good, because you know that we can find rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, snake, horse, all of them. You can find them in the real life. But for dragon, it's the only zodiac you cannot find in a daily life. You cannot find a dragon. Where's the dragon in real life? We can't find it. But a dragon is good, especially if, let's say, if you're Chinese, if you're Asian. We all, in a Chinese family, we all want to have a dragon in our family. Whether to get a dragon boy or dragon girl, doesn't matter. Just have a dragon in our family will bring something good luck to the family. So dragon is not bad. And dragon, you can see that there's something special for dragon. Let me show it to you. Okay, if you're born in those years, your zodiac is a dragon. And dragon, there's some congenital advantage for dragon. So first of all, creative. A dragon is so creative, so much like an instant, like a instant idea, instant feeling, come from the sixth, the so-called the sixth sense is strong for a dragon. So this is something good. If you want to create something, a dragon always have a creative mind to come up with some good idea to do that. So creativity is something good. And dragon is also tough. So even though the situation is not really in favor for a dragon, but dragon can handle it. They have a tough characteristic on the bottom, in the bottom of their hearts. And dragon is also smart. We're really good in thinking, smart mind. Also, dragon have although dragon is a tough, but in the same time, dragon is also have a warm heart. So he will be really good to the family, to the friend. And also dragon is one of the zodiac is they respect and they will take care of their parents. They treat really good to their parents. So this is really good because we need to show our fans to our parents. Without them, we can't be here. A dragon is always will keep that in mind. And a dragon is also because so generous. So anything you need, or if a dragon treat you as a friend, he don't mind to spend more money on you, buy you lunch, buy you dinner, buy you some gift on some holiday season. So this is something good for a dragon. And also there's some congenital disadvantage for a dragon. First of all, a dragon is quite subjective. So when a dragon have make up his mind, has his own point of view, and if you want to change his point of view, it's pretty tough to do that. Dragon have also a strong mind, so it's not so easily to be influenced by other people. And dragon is also strong because it's tough, so it's strong. So this strong is good characteristic, but if too strong, then they will create some pressure to the family, to the partnership. You create some tough time to others. So this is something a dragon need to pay attention to. And also, um, when there's a tough time, a dragon need to learn how to face this failure, how to learn from the mistake, and stand up again to go forward again. So this is some characteristics, something special a dragon need to deal with. And this year, because year of the ox is not pretty good for dragon, but this year there's a two lucky star. The second one is a tie. It's a some like a some someone. Let's say if your guy is some lady, if your lady maybe is a guy, will come to help you out. Be nice to you, take care of you. This is not like a girlfriend boyfriend relationship. Not like that. This is some good people just show up to help you. So it's pretty good. So something you should do this year. The first of all, take care of your family because this year for dragon it's easy for you to have some argument or have some misunderstanding to your family member. So open your heart, take care of them. It's good for you. And if you have any relationship there's a damage or you want to fix it, this year is actually is the year you should do something to fix the relationship. Okay, something you should not do this year. The first of all, if you're a dragon, you need to avoid all those arguments and lawsuits because easily you have catch some argument, maybe some even lawsuits this year. So we don't want that happen because when you face a lawsuit, you need to spend money to hire an attorney to help you. Then it's not good for your pocket. So you need to stay away from this argument, uh, stay low profile, and be patient. The bad luck timing will gone. And be careful for these 2 months, July and October. It's not really as smooth for you, especially for October. So you need to be paying more attention for that one. Okay, the next one is a snake. If you are born in those years, your zodiac is a snake. For snake, there's some congenital advantage. So you can see that. Snake is so flexible. So you can imagine, you can visualize the way a snake, how to move his body, how to go forward. There's no feet, no leg for a snake. So a snake can only shift S shape to turn his body to move forward. So it creates a flexibility characteristic for snake. So snake know how to deal with different situation, be more flexible to do it. So this is something cool. And a snake is also so energetic with unlimited energy, non-stop. It can perform his job. So snake is good in health, good in terms of their body energy. And snake is also love how to enjoy his life, and they want to enjoy it too. And okay, this two is the same. There's some strong characteristic for snake. If let's say if you let a snake to stay in a remote island with nothing, a snake can survive because snake have a really strong survival skill that he know how to deal with the tough situation. And a snake is also have a strong money making ability. They know how to run the business. They know how to let their fortune to increase their fortune too. Okay, there's some congenital disadvantage for snake. Sometimes the snake is not really stable in terms of the emotion, too much emotional ups and downs. And also, a snake want to run the show, want to in charge, want to hold it. So the possessive characteristic, so you can see in pretty much a lot of snake. And snake also have some suspicious characteristic. Is something similar to a rat. So they have something similar. And this year actually is pretty good for snake. Especially you have a two good luck star. These two good luck star is like a high rank people that will help you out, will give you some assistance, even though you have this 4 bad luck star, but because you have this 2 good luck star to help you out, so it's not too much you need to pay attention. Just this one you need to pay more attention, be more careful. This is 子辈. These are some people that they pretend to be your friend, but on your back they will do some damage to you. So something you should do this year if you're snake. If you have any plan, if you have any dream, why don't you go achieve it, go execute some plan to make your dream come true. So because this year is not bad for you. So if you have anything to do this year, you have a pretty good result. And keep going and enjoy your life because this year is good for you. So why not take a vacation, take a break, and do some enjoyment? And Oz is a good partner of a snake, but Oz this year they need your help because it's not pretty stable. So if you can just give them some help, it's good for your relationship too. And something you should not do this year. First of all, be careful that someone may hurt you at the back, may do some damage to you. So be careful for that one. Even though they pretend to be your good friend, pretend to take care of you, treasure your relationship, but on your back, they may do something to hurt you. So you have to prepare for that one. Don't protect yourself. And the second, you have a good luck this year, but just be nice to other people, be humble. Don't try to give other people some hard time, because you will return. If you be mean or do some damage to other people, give other people some hard time, in the return they will always come back. So don't do that. Don't do these things. Okay, next one, horse. So if you are born in those years, your zodiac is a horse. So we can see that what happened was the congenital advantage for a horse. The first of all, a horse is optimistic. It's the same characteristic as a rabbit. So if you have something you want, a listener, you want to talk to somebody, go find a horse. It's a good idea, because horse has a optimistic characteristic, but maybe it's not patient enough, but he'll give you a positive energy, a positive response. A horse is also have a warm heart. So if you really need some help, go find a horse. He'll help you out. He'll give you a good hand. And horse have a free spirit. Always want to have a more freedom for horse. So if your spouse is a horse, make sure you give them enough space, enough room to do whatever they want. And also, horse is born to be a good public speaker, just like a horse is born to be a leader, and it's good public speaking skill. And horses also have so many different ideas. So if you want someone to brainstorm, to give you some idea how to deal with the situation, horse can give you a hand, because they have a really smart mind and know how to give you a good idea. So, and also there's some congenital disadvantage for a horse. The first of all, horse is pretty not really stable in terms of emotional. So if he's in the bad mood, or you do something to piss him off, he'll have a bad temper, will show up. And also, horse need to understand how to face with himself, how to stay alone, how to, because when you have time to stay alone, you can calm down, and then you can you can review yourself, you can fix, you can think of different issues. So it's good for you to have a moment of silence. And horses also, because they treasure the freedom. So sometimes they will do whatever they want or they think is appropriate, but maybe they will create some damage to the relationship. So you need to understand that. So this year, okay, last year is not pretty good for a horse, because last year, 2020, is year of the rat, is against the horse. And this year, things getting better, but the best one is next year, 2022. But this year, you already have a 3 lucky star coming. And the first one is a team choosing. It's something like some people may buy you lunch, buy you dinner, or you have a chance to taste some good food this year. So this is more like enjoyment, and also it's related to your money fortune this start. So you have a more money fortune luck this year. And the second and the third is some good people will help you out. So this is good. But this year you have a 5 bad luck start. Normally we have like 3 to 4, but this year for horse, you have 5 of them. And you have to be careful for this one. The second one is 小号. It means that you will have some way to spend the money, to lose the money. So when you go for investment, be careful. And also, this 2 star is not good for the love. Actually, it's some like a affair issue, some love issue. You need to pay attention. Don't let it happen. Okay, something you should do this year. First of all, stay calm because 2021 is still some ups and downs, some change will happen. So you need to hang on. The good timing is actually the next year, 2022 is the year is good for horse because next year is the year of the tiger. It's pretty good for horse. But this year, stay calm. Still have some ups and downs, but it's much better than last year. So tiger is good this year. So if you need some help, go find a tiger. He will help you out. And the tiger and horse, they're good team together, especially good for a partnership business. Okay, be careful for love issue. Be nice to your spouse, be nice to your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Okay, something you should not do this year. Don't dump your boyfriend, your girlfriend this year. It's the bad timing to do that. You will regret to do that. And then it's not good for you to go out too much nightlife, always go out at night because you will also you will have easy to have some love issue this year. Okay, the next one. The next one is gold. This year is year of ox, so it's not pretty good for a goat. So this is, if you're born in those years, your zodiac is a goat. So we can see that. So what's the advantage? What's the characteristic for goats? First of all, if you're goat, your kindness, you have a really warm heart. This is some good characteristic for goats. And also, we have a lot of selfish people on this society, but for goats, they show the opposite characteristic. They have some selfless characteristic. So if they think it's good for the community, if they think it's good for the group, good for the society, goats may sacrifice themselves to contribute themselves to do that. So this is some really like high standard, in high moral standard. Okay, and goats is also they like a professor, they like a scientist. They're really good for study. They're really good for thinking with different situations. They'll go really detailed to do that. So this is something cool for goats. And something like a dragon, goat is also they know how to respect their parents. They know how to take care of their mom and daddy. So they put them in a really important position in their heart. And also goats is they know how to deal with the tough situation. So even though the situation is not really good, they have this tolerance ability and know how to hang on and wait until the good luck is coming. And there's some congenital disadvantage for goats. The first of all is a sentimental. Sometimes a goat is just think too much idea, too much sadness, too much negative thoughts accumulate. So if you're a goat, you need to handle that those negative energy. And sometimes people will think that goat is shy. The reason of that is because a ghost is always they care too much other people. They care too much what the people think, what the people feel. So just because of that they care too much. So you think that maybe a ghost is so shy, but actually it's not. It's not. They just care too much other people. Whenever they do something, they will care, hey, how the people will think of me, how the people will react. So they think too much. And the next one is too much emotional unstable for ghosts because it's the same. They care other people too much. So create a pressure to themselves. This year, there's a good lucky star is a day guy. This is a pretty good one. This is whenever you have a really very, very tough situation, this star will help you to fix it. So it's not the worst. It's not really, really too bad. It's not good. It's ups and downs this year, but it's not too bad. Okay, something you should do this year. The first of all, be more low profile. This year is not a good year for you to show off. Even you have so much talent, you have so much ability. So be more low profile this year, and do more charity because if you do more charity, you can help other people, and the good luck will come back to you. And be careful for these 3 months: August, November, and January next year, not this year. January is next year. August and October is this year. So you have to pay the extra care, pay extra attention to January next year because the real challenge is next year, January. But after January, should be fine. If you can do some meditation so you can balance your mind, balance your body, give you have a good balanced life. And also, if you need some help, call me. I will help you out. Okay, something you should not do this year. The first of all, it's not a good idea for you to travel, especially to go to the south and the north. And also, some aggressive investment is also not a good way, not a good idea to do that. Okay, the next one. The next one is monkey. So if you are born in those years, your characteristic is your zodiac is a monkey. And what's the special for monkey? So if you're monkey, you're flexible, just like a snake. You can deal with the different situation, use some smart way to handle all the situations. So flexibility is something good for a monkey. And also good leadership, because a monkey is born to be a leader. So this is something cool for monkey. So if you want to develop your leadership, it's easier for you to do that because you're born to have this one. And you have lots of different talents, lots of different ability. So it's good for you. And also, a monkey is too smart. It's tough for a monkey to suffer unless they're voluntary to do that. But sometimes they want to do that just because they care about the relationship with you. Monkey is also really good for socializing, really good for people skill, really good to deal with a crowd, group of people. So this is some characteristic for monkey. Some congenital disadvantage for monkey. What's that? Monkey is so nosy. So anything he think is not right, he will stand up. He'll point it out. He will just put himself on the spotlight to other people to know that. He will interrupt other people. So this is something good, something bad. And monkeys also want to attract the spotlight. They want to be the focus in the group. Also, monkey is too smart. So if you want to really take some advantage for monkey, it's pretty tough to do that unless they're willing to let you do that. Okay, this year is not bad for monkey. So a monkey, you have a 1, 2, 3, 3 good luck star, especially the third one. The third one is a teenage. This is another star for love. So this year is good for you if you're single to find your true love, to find your Mr. Mrs. Miss White. So they're waiting for you. And something you should do this year, take care of your friend, your family, because there's still lots of people, they need you to pay attention, to give them a hand. And then it's good for you. If you're single, it's good for you to find your true love this year. And then this year is also good for you to get some change. Either you can study some new topic, to learn something new skill, or change your job, or even you want to start your business, to do your freelance. This year is good for you to do that. So if you want to do it, plan of it. Don't waste the good timing to do it, because next year will be some challenge to you. Next year is 2022. It's not really good for a monkey. So enjoy the good timing this year. Okay, something you should not do this year. The first of all, it's not good for you to always stay at your home. After you are vaccinated, you have a certain protection. It's time for you to step out, to get back to the normal life. And then it's also not a good idea to always have a lunch by yourself. You need to have some company, friends, or partner to deal with, to hang out. So it's good for you. Okay, the next one, Worcester. So what happened to Worcester? If you're Worcester, those year is a Worcester. So there's some congenital advantage for Worcester. Stable. So this is something good. Not like other zodiac, the mental is not stable, but Worcester have opposite, is a really, really stable in terms of the mental health. And Worcester is also loyal, just like ox. Be loyal to the family, be loyal to the to the friendship. And also Worcester is so efficient to deal with the task, to deal with different activity. And Worcester have also so decisive. When Worcester decide to do something, they make up the mind to do that, he will do it, and he will accomplish, he will get the job done. Worcester is also gentle and humble. So this is good. Even Worcester is so successful, they always have this humble in the bottom of their heart. Okay, there's some congenital disadvantage for Worcester. The first of all, Worcester is always want to go their own way, want to do their use their method to do the job. So this is something special. I don't know why, but Worcester in their life, sometimes there's too much ups and downs in their life. There too among all those 12 zodiac, Worcester is the first one with too much ups and downs. Also, when a Worcester decide how to make a decision, it's tough for you to change his mind. And the core value for a Worcester is also really tough for you to shift it. And this year is pretty good because this year is good for a Worcester. There's a 1, 2, 3, 3 lucky start. The second one is Jiang is like a start of a general. So it's good for a career. It's good for the business life. And this one is 6分 is a start of a money fortune, especially if, when you do a good job, you get a good fortune in return. So it's pretty good, pretty cool. Okay, something you should do this year. First of all, if you have some plan or even you have a dream, you want to achieve it, you want to do it, this year is a good year to do that. Us is not really cool this year. So if you can, give them a help, they will appreciate you. And then when you need some help, they will in return to return your favor. And it's always good for you to have more lunch and dinner with other people, so can build a good friendship with other people. So something you should not do this year. First of all, this year is not a good year to do some non-emergency surgery. So if this is non-emergency, so maybe you need to hold hand on, wait a little bit, because this year is not a good year to do some non-emergency surgery. And be careful for driving or to do the handy job. Make sure you don't hurt yourself, cut your finger, something like that. Okay, the next one is the dog. So if you're born in those years, your zodiac is a dog. So there's some congenital advantage for a dog. The first of all, a dog is honest and loyal. This is something good for a dog. So we always said that a dog is a good friend for human. So this is true. Dog will treasure the friendship with other people. They're friendly, they be nice to other people. And dog is something beautiful, something good, something fabulous. Is they have a romantic characteristic. They know how to be nice to their girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, get this romantic characteristic on. And also dog is know how to enjoy their life, know how to do some enjoyment, to appreciate themselves. And it's also helpful for dog. So if you need some help, dog will give you a hand. And there's some congenital disadvantage for dog. So what's that? The first of all is a dog is pretty tough to deal with some pressure. So if you're a dog, maybe it's not a good idea for you to start your business. Maybe it's not a good idea for you to take some like a dynamic job, a job with too much challenge. Maybe it's not a good idea for a dog to do that, especially this year. Because this year there's too much ups and downs for dog. And sometimes dog will be too enthusiastic, so maybe too optimistic, maybe too good. But in the real life, it may not happen. And dog is need to know how to be patient when even especially when the situation is not really good. A dog need to know how to handle it. This year, although this year is not the good year for a dog, but this year there's a 3 good luck start for a dog. So it's not really bad, just some ups and downs. So if you are a dog, something you should do this year. The first of all, if you want, because this year is easy for you to lose some money, so why don't you spend some money to your friends, your family, buy more lunch or dinner to them, buy some gift to your parents, to be more nice to them. And be careful for these 2 months, July this year and January next year, not this year, next year. Be careful for these 2 months. And also practice your religion, pray more, so it will help. So your religion will help you out. And something you should not do this year. The first of all, some aggressive investment, you need to think twice before you do that, because this year is pretty too much ups and downs, too much challenge for you this year. And also, if you want to change your job or start your new business or create something, start something new, this year maybe it's not a good year to do that. And also, go for traveling too much is not a good idea, especially travel to the southeast direction, because the southeast is number 5 start of a disaster. Go to the southeast. Okay, the last one, pig. So if you're born in those years, your zodiac is a pig. So there's something special. We call the congenital advantage for pig. Let's say pig is a easygoing, have an easygoing characteristic. So if you have a pig in your team or you have a family member is a pig, they're pretty more like a easygoing guy. Won't give you a tough time. And pig is also good in thinking, but sometimes it's just too, they don't want to do it, but they're really good in thinking. And they have also have a sympathetic characteristic. When you are in a difficult situation, when you suffer some loss, a pig can step his feet on your shoe and then can feel it, can show this sympathetic characteristic to you. And pig is also so energetic, just like a snake with unlimited energy, know how to how to enjoy their life. And optimistic is also some characteristic for pig. Okay, there's some congenital disadvantage for pig. First of all, a pig need to know how to be more patient in their daily life. Patience is so important. And also, you need to, a pig is also, they also want to go their own way. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's have some pressure to other people. And also sometimes it's maybe too easily to trust someone. So you will create some difficult situation to yourself. So this year, there's some lucky start. This is a Yigma. This start is good for traveling. It's good for move. So when you travel, okay, we have to say that you need to have enough protection. Make sure you vaccinated and then you wear your mask for traveling. So if you do that, this year is good for you to travel. You travel more, you have a more result, you have a more better business. And this year, there's a 3 bad luck start here, but it's not too much problem because this year is not bad for a pig. So something you should do this year for pig. The first of all, travel. Travel more, then you have a better luck this year. And if you are any plan, anything new, go do it this year. So this year is good for you. And a rabbit is not pretty good this year. So if you can, go help a rabbit, they need your help. So this is all those travel. So that, okay, something you should not do this year. The first of all, if it is not necessary, don't go to visit the hospital or funeral. So if it is really necessary emergency, you have to do it. But if this is not non-emergency, it's not a good idea to do it this year. Go visit a hospital or funeral, because this year, if you do that, you create a tough situation for you. And avoid to going out at night. The reason for that is because there's a 3 bad luck start. They will, especially at nighttime, they will show their damage. So we don't want that to hurt you. Okay, we still have to show their function, but this time, because we still have a 3 session this year, so we won't go too deep for this function. So we'll save it for next time. But I just want to share with you for this one. So this is this year, 2021. So this is, we call the 9 flying start. So this year we have the number 6 go to the middle. So we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to understand that this traditional feng shui, south is on top and north is at the bottom. So we have east on the left. So we call the left dragon, and white is the west the west on the right is a white tiger. So it's here. And this is later Haven backward. This 9 fine star, they don't change. But this year they change every single year. So we know, we can see the different, the detail for this one. The first of all, this is a pandemic season, so we need to pay more attention. The number 2 is we call the start of a sickness. It's go to the south. So make sure, it go to the north. So make sure the north, you take care of it. Let's say if your home office is in the north, you need to do something to neutralize it. This, or maybe your master bedroom is on north, or your garage, your front door is north facing. So you need to do something to neutralize it. This number 2 is belong to the earth element. So I would suggest you to put more metal element, put more metal decoration on the north to neutralize this bad luck start. So this is the first one we need to pay attention. And the second one is number 5. Number 5 is start of a disaster. It go to the southeast location. This star is also belong to the earth energy. So for the southeast, we also need more metal energy to neutralize it. And this southeast, actually the south, southeast, and northeast is not really good this year because the free killings is going to there. So for the southeast, we have 2 issues. The number 1 is number 5 is going there. And this southeast to the east, there's a free killings is there. So we need to take extra care for that one. And for next star, we need to pay attention is number 7. Is we call the star of a robbery. It go to the northwest location. This star is belong to the metal energy, so we can use some water energy like a water bamboo or a cup of fresh water, change it every single day to put it on the northwest location, so it can help to neutralize this number 7. And the next one is number 3. So you go to the southwest corner. This number 3 is a start of an argument and lawsuit. So we don't want that. And this belongs to the wood energy. So we'll use some, but we cannot use the fire in this section because the original is number 2 is here. So if we use the fire element, we can burn the wood, but we will generate the earth energy. So I suggest you in this southwest location, we use more metal because the metal can against this wood and also can weaken the original number 2. So it's good for you to do that. So this is 4 bad luck start. And we have a 5 lucky start. So the first one is number 8. It go to the west. This is, we call the start of a money fortune. It's the number 1 good, the best in this number 8 in charge period. So you go to the west location. So it's good for you to have some like a water fountain, like a fish tank or water bamboo to put here to enhance the money fortune energy. And the next one is the start of a celebration. Is go to the northeast. But this year we need to be really careful. If possible, we don't want to touch it because northeast, in this corner, northeast to the east, there's a 3 killings here. And this northeast to the north, there's a Tai Shui here. So it's pretty dangerous for you to touch it. You need to be really careful. The next one is number 1. It's a start of a relationship and friendship. It go to the south. So this year you can make use of this south corner and make use of this west corner. This number 1 is belong to the water energy. So you can use some like a blue color, like a water element, water fountain, or water bamboo, or water decoration to enhance this energy. And number 4 is a start of career and study. It go to the east, but the east is 3 killings is there, so you need to be really careful. The last one is number 6. It's a start of a lottery and good people. It go to the middle of the house. So this is 5 lucky star. And again, we still have a free session for this year. So I will save more to share with you for the next session. So if you have anything, you can call this number. Let me show it to you. So if you have anything, you can call me, let me know. I will help you out. So if you have any question, let me know.
I don't see any questions, not yet.
Okay, no problem.
And just a reminder to everybody that this session was recorded and it'll be on the Tri-County's website in the next day or two. So if you want to go back and re-look at what Master Alex said, you're more than welcome to.
All right, okay, thank you, guys. Oh.
We have another class scheduled, right, Master Alex?
Oh, yes.
Let me see, when are we scheduled for again? June 16th is our next one.
All right, cool. So so I guess I can see you guys on June 16th. So I will save more new topic to share with you later on. And I'll go more detail for each of the topic this year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.